Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And on second and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. Off play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementing quarterback to this offense.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one.
And that pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. First down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Spartans have moved it inside the 20. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Potts. The throw. Got his man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And a great job by the QB finding a running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
Turns it loose. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sparty. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Spartans. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan State 28, Minnesota 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Zings it complete to the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The pull and throw off the RPO. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to go for the return. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Offense getting set for first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Bulls his way forward. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The offense has to be loving life. This one is touchdown inside the 30-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide out in motion. They're testing the right side here. At the 35, he's open. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's got it inside the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass. Throwing right. Got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to run it. Blast it as he lets it go. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going up top on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Michigan State 38, Minnesota 7.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And for Minnesota, Golden Gophers will take over 1st and 10.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Plows through the defense.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Unloads it left. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Smarty. And the punishment has been extended. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Extending the play. He's going to take – the ball pops out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think, and they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd and goal coming up here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! And the route is on. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan State 52, Minnesota 7.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just keeps moving. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Touchdown, Michigan State! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet beat on the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Fighting off the defender. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we can put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to the ground with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll try the run. Smashes through. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.